This is your slide lecture on musical expression and an intro to voice and instrument families. Tempo is the rate of speed or pace of music. The tempo of a piece conveys its character. Liveliness and agitation are best expressed by a fast tempo or pace. Serenity, sorrow, and despair by a slow one. Tempo markings are traditionally given in Italian, as Italian music was dominant at the time when these indications were first used. Allegro means fast or cheerful. Moderato is a moderate tempo, not too quickly, not too slowly. Adagio is very slow. The Russian composer Igor Stravinsky said, "A piece of mind can survive almost anything but a wrong or uncertain tempo." Some tempo markings are modifiers, such as molto, which means very, as in molto allegro, very lively, and meno, which means less, as in meno mosso, less motion. Italian terms that indicate a gradual change in tempo are accelerando, getting faster and faster, which generates excitement, and ritardando, getting slower, which often leads to a pause in the action. Dynamics refer to the volume of a sound or note in music. They are effective in shaping the character of a piece of music because the degree of volume has a direct effect on our emotional response to a piece of music. Dynamic markings are usually notated in Italian and range from soft, piano, to loud, forte. Modifiers may be used to create an even greater range of expression, such as mezzo, as in mezzo forte, moderately loud, or mezzo piano, moderately soft. Gradual changes in dynamics may be indicated by words or signs, such as crescendo, growing louder. A crescendo is indicated by a symbol placed directly under the musical staff that resembles the shape of the sound. The musician will begin that section at a softer volume and increase to a louder one. The opposite of a crescendo is decrescendo or diminuendo, growing softer. That is indicated by a symbol of the sound going from large to small. The musician will begin at a louder volume and gradually decrease to a softer volume. In general, the use of tempo and dynamics is effective in shaping the expressive content of music. A metronome is a device to measure the exact number of beats per minute. It helps a performer maintain a steady beat, usually used during rehearsal rather than performance. It is the performer's responsibility to interpret a musical work in this regard. They can either follow the indications of the composer or decide what they feel will be the most effective way to express a musical idea. Rubato, literally robbed time, is an expressive technique performers use to speed up and slow down, enhancing the emotional impact of the performance. Here is a section of music by Mozart. Can you identify the musical expression marks? Each instrument and voice has a different quality of sound known as its timbre or tone color. The factors that determine the timbre or tone color include size, shape, material from which it is made, and the manner in which sound is produced. A musician's physique and approach to an instrument will also affect the timbre. As a result, no two musicians will sound exactly alike, even performing the same piece on an identical instrument. The human voice is a natural type of musical instrument employed by every culture. From highest to lowest, soprano, mezzo-soprano, and alto, which is short for contralto, are the most common voice designations for women. For men, they are tenor, baritone, and bass. The great operatic tenor Luciano Pavarotti once said humorously, "Am I afraid of high notes? Of course I'm afraid. What sane man is not?" Specialists have devised a system for classifying instruments based on the method of tone production. The four basic categories in this system are aerophones, which produce sound through the use of air; chordophones, which produce sound from a vibrating string stretched between 2 points that is set into motion by plucking, bowing, or striking; idiophones, which produce sound from the substance of the instrument itself by striking, rubbing, shaking, or scraping; and membranophones, which produce sound from tightly stretched membranes by striking, rubbing, plucking, or singing into it. In the next chapter, you will be introduced to the specific families of the orchestra.